Hey everybody, welcome back to Everyday Journey. Today we're going to work on this string trimmer. This is Black&Decker's plug-in version, and I don't know if they have a newer version or not, but I actually already took this thing apart to find out the problem with it, but I had an audio issue, so I figured I'd go ahead and do this again real quick so that you guys could see it, and we'll do it a lot quicker. So what it's doing is you plug it in, you pull the trigger, and you can hear the motor spinning, but it doesn't spin the head. And before I even went into it, I was pretty sure, since the motor is here and the shaft goes down this way and the head is here and it's offset from the whole thing, I just assumed that there's a gear between the two. And it kind of sounded like it might have been stripping, so I just figured it was probably a plastic gear, and most likely that was stripped. So I took it apart. That was the case. Let me go ahead and show you how to take it apart. We got this one Phillips screw here that's on the bottom. Just undo this. This undoes the guard. Set that aside. It's the only one like it, so just remember where it goes. Then there's a tab right here that you push in a little bit, and I pushed in a little too far, so it kind of goes. Doesn't really engage anymore, but the screw holds it, so it's fine. And then after that, the rest of the screws are all T15 screws. So we'll go ahead and change out our bit here, and we'll take off this wheel that we have here, and these are all the same size screws too, so you don't have to worry about, except for that first one anyway, you don't have to worry about putting them in any specific order because they're all the same. So once we get those two screws off of there, we just pull this off, set it aside, flip it back over, and then we have a whole bunch of screws to take off here. And once we do, we'll be able to separate both sides. Now, one thing you will want, because you're probably not going to be able to get to it with a bit driver like this, is you're going to want a T15 screwdriver as well, or at least something that can get down in, because we've got two screws right here close to where the shaft is for it, and you can't get to them with this. You're gonna need the screwdriver. And of course my drill's dying, so it looks like we can't get to that one either. Yep, drill's dead. I can switch out the battery, but I only got a couple screws left anyway. So we'll use our screwdriver instead. And for these two screws, not only can you not get to them without a regular screwdriver, but you can't get them out either. So to have a magnet on hand, or to have the end of your screwdriver kind of magnetized like this one is, you'll need it to get those screws out. Or you could just pull this cover off with the screws in it and flip it over. Once we do, we can take this off, and you can see your motor here. You can see the shaft, or the gear. And again, here's our gear. It's mangled. It's got a lot of teeth missing. This thing obviously got caught on something, or it had grass bound up around the shaft on it, and it caused it not to be able to turn. And when it did, the motor was powerful enough to go ahead and just strip out the gears. So, all right, so I was able to pick up a new one. I think this one cost me like $16.41 or something like that. So let's open it up, see what we got, see how it compares to the other one. Looks like everything is right where it should be. It's got all the teeth on it like it should. So now we just got to get the parts we need out of this one, which is this cover and the spool. And hopefully this works right, because there is a little bit of a difference on the inside with how this is. So it seems like it fits in there fine, so I think that'll work. So we put the spool back in, put our cover back on, and get rid of that one. So now we just put it back in place. Make sure everything goes the way it should, and it is. And we'll put this thing back together. This is just the exact same thing as as we did taking it apart, only it's in reverse. So let's put all the screws back in. There we go, that was easy. So we do our test. Everything seems to be meshing, it's not stripping. Let's go ahead and plug it in. Now that's doing what it's supposed to. It's even feeding the string like it should, so say it works. If this were mine, I'm not sure if I would have paid $16 to replace that piece because I'd be afraid it might break again. But this is for somebody else and she wanted it fixed, so we went ahead and did it. So it's pretty easy to do. I mean, you guys should be able to do it yourself. Whenever you look up the part number, I'll have it in the description below. Just check that out and you can get your own and get yours up and working again. So hopefully you like this. If you got any comments, put them in the comments, questions, concerns, anything like that. Definitely hit that like button and subscribe. And until next time, y'all take care.